Welcome to JJRC.
Hello everybody. So today we're going to finish the brushless conversion on this one. So SG1601 Timo AliExpress special. Also the JJRC Q117, you know my cars by now. So we're going to finish the brushless conversion. I've got the brushless ESC here. I already installed the steel dog bones, and I've installed a metal drive gear on the diff already. And then I'm gonna put in the brushless motor. It seems a bit small, but it should do the job. It's a 5400 kV. That would be quite interesting. These wires are a bit thin, but I'm gonna put it in, see if these fit, and do a speed test and see what it does. Got this ESC, got some hub carriers, some metal hub carriers. They usually come with the brushless one. It's not worth it doing this conversion. It's cheaper than just to buy the brushless car. But yeah, I want to make this video and be entertaining. So yeah, this one is I took out of the conversion that I did on the HyperGo. It's a 17 tooth. It goes with this 48. So then this one will be a bit faster. Now that one is too big. It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit here. This is a 3.1 mil, and this one is at 2.1 or 2.2, I think. No, so I'll just have to modify the motor bracket again. Yeah, so let's take this one out and you can see how it looks. I'll put a link in the description where I bought this. It's a 60 amp waterproof one. But we're not going to try that. It's got a fan in it. I think that's a cheapie, but 60 amps. 2 to 3 cell LiPo. These hub carriers are just hub carriers. I've got these two diffs. This is a HyperGo diff, tight ones, and this is off a Will Toys thing. But look at the HyperGo's big dog bone cups, hey? I'll get into it. So if you like these kind of videos, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. This is also a cheapie, but it did so well. It's a 2 to 3 cell. We had like 30 miles per hour on this one with a normal 390 brushless brushed motor in it. And this one you can even set it to forward brake and reverse, or only forward and reverse, or only forward and brake. That's quite interesting one. So my other son is getting a drift truckie, one of those UDI ones, for his birthday. So I think I'm going to put that in there until we convert it to brushless. I just recently made some shims out of a Coke can to cancel out the play on this diff, just while we're waiting for the new ones, just to keep it running. I put those screws in there so they don't move around. It worked fine. So now the middle ones is here. I think it would be better if I keep the gear ratio the same, because the kV rating on this motor is so high. It's not going to be very strong, but it's going to have a high RPM per voltage. So I'm just going to press one of the old gears on it and then keep this plastic one in, and it held up quite a lot because it went through like 2 diffs, plastic diffs, and this thing is still in a good condition. Yeah, so it'll still move. So this one's holes is a 2.4 mil, and these are 2.8s. It's got some 2.4s there as well. So this motor is a 2445, and I think the 390 brushless version should be 243, 235 or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can look it up. There's some holes that are smaller on this motor that can take the 2.4 mil screws, so you don't have to modify that bracket. There is bigger holes in it, but there's some with different spacing on it, so I found two that match up perfectly. I'm just gonna fit this in. So I suggest when you heat this on, this motor doesn't have a grub screw. I pulled it off with a bearing puller. You can see in one of my other videos. I pulled it off one of the 390 motors. So if you want to put it on, I suggest that you put it on a hard surface and then you just hit it directly on the shaft. Don't pull and hit on your shaft. It's going to damage your bearings. I almost thought this is not going to fit, but I found out something interesting. This is for smaller gear, and if you turn it around, it's a bit further away from the spur gear, so then you can put a bigger pinion on there. So if you turn it like that, it's closer. Which diff will fit? Gonna do this one. It's gonna be that one. Bearings too big. It's gonna work. Yeah, it'll work. The bearings is just too big. I'll put a link in the description for this because this is just an odd toy. You just have to put in the smaller bearings. This is the one for the Hyper Go. Also, yeah, that bearings too big. I'm just gonna have to take it off and put some of these smaller bearings on. I think I got new ones. Interesting. So these bigger bearings are 12.7 on this one, and the one that came out of here, it's a 12, and the Hyper Go is also a 12.7. See, and this one is for the brushless version. Timo car fits in there, is also a 12. That's for, I bought it, it's an OEM for Black Zone slider. Just look at this. I had to strip like 5 diffs to get some parts. I'll fix it. So I built a diff out of a couple of these, because this is what the brushless version did. It broke off those gears. So I took those cups from there, from the Sweep Pro. So yeah, I just built this one, greased it up, feels nice. I think if that's a nylon gear, it's safer, because then you're not going to strip these diffs, because if you look at that, they do strip if that one is steel. There you go. We have that sorted. Just want to check the direction. That's backwards, that's backwards. Right. Almost forgot about these. The dog bones is too long now for that diff. This is not gonna fit. The control arm is just too short now. But I think it's because it needs these hubs. So let's fit these hubs and see what happens. See, these are not meant for steel. These are plastic or like wood tabs. You need to use like a fine thread for steel, but yeah, that's what they give you. I'm just gonna use the old ones, keep these ones to spare. These are the ones that came in the car. It's just a smidge. It's just like, oh, I don't want to lie to you. Look at that. $63.5, $64.3. This is also too long. Because of that diff. Diff is bigger, so I'm going to take it out again and put a thinner cup in it. See if it works. It's got one of these big cups in it. Okay, so this ESC is too big. It doesn't fit in there. It's gonna stop the steering. So I'm just gonna take an old servo. I'm gonna stick it there at the bottom. And it's got a nice motor support there. I'm gonna keep the ESC in the air like that. I'm gonna stick it like that. It's that small 2445 5400 kV for 3 cell LiPo, 2 to 3 cell speed control. Let's see what it does. Put the GPS on. Says recording. I recorded. Go. Run for a... Come back, come back. That 14. 14. Oh my God. 42. Let me try it. Yeah.
42.
Let's see what it's on now. Let's see what's on now. 48. Just uncontrollable. 48. Get a nice run on it. I'm gonna come by.
Okay, try now. Oh my!
Oh,
What happened?
that's too much. Just feel that motor. That's with a broken hub.
What is broken?
That one that we fixed.
Oh.
That hub with the heat shrink on it.
Oh.
Let's get a wider road.
Yeah. Maybe you should try to stay in the middle or a little bit left.
No, but I'm scared of the pavement.
Yeah, if that hits it, it breaks immediately.
See it again. Shit. Ah,
Yeah, it's sketchy.
so we got a 48 with the wheelie, so was that
51!
No, yeah, that's 51. I'm gonna try it.
Let her check, let her.
I think that for this road, that's what we can do.